Hello, wise ones. This is Stephanie from Our Natural Wisdom. Today I have some more wisdom from the garden for you, and especially wisdom from our lovely beneficial pollinators. With spring being here, I know that we're all just so excited to get into the garden and clean things up and see all the new growth, which is such a beautiful part of spring and a way of connecting with nature and with the wisdom that nature brings forth in you. And I wanted to share with you some important information about how to protect the beneficial pollinators in your garden. We are often feeling like everything needs to look neat and tidy and perfect, right? We see this in so many aspects of our life, and this is often associated with some pretty deep wounding that runs through our lineage, our ancestry, especially as women. And we receive these messages that we need to be perfect and neat and tidy all the time, which is really restraining us and our ability to tap into our creativity, the creatrix that is within all of us. It is so tied with the divine feminine and the energy of the earth itself. So I'm saying this, I'm sharing this because one of the most important ways that we can help out our beneficial pollinators is by leaving up the dead stems from last year's plants for just a little while in the spring. There are a lot of pollinators that nest within hollow stems, and they overwinter within those stems. So if we cut them down and compost them, or put them in the yard waste too early in the spring, we can really impact their ability to come out of hibernation and to serve us and thrive for themselves in the coming warm months. So, and this also goes for the leaf litter that is in your garden. There's a lot of cocoons for moths and butterflies that can end up in leaf litter on your garden beds. And sorry, I'm not crying. I just, my eyes water, my one eye waters when I'm out in the cold. And sometimes you can actually see cocoons in the leaf litter when you're cleaning it up. So it goes the same for leaf litter. It is really important to allow for any overwintering pollinators to have a little more warmth to emerge from their cocoons or from their overwintering hollow stems that they have been hanging out in. So the general guidance is to wait until temperatures are pretty consistently in the high 40s or low 50s in order to allow for the warmth that they need to emerge and go on to thrive and pollinate all of the beautiful flowers and vegetables that we depend upon. Two ways that you can do this: you can leave them up until that temperature rises, or you can actually cut them down and just gently pile them in a section of your yard that will remain undisturbed and that you will just leave for a while until they have the opportunity to emerge from their overwintering areas. And I'm sharing this with you because, first of all, our pollinators, our beneficial pollinators, bees and moths and butterflies and ladybugs, they need as much help as we can provide them these days. And I know as a healer of the earth, you are so aware of this. But also, the wisdom that comes forth in providing this life for these pollinators is so beautiful for you to tap into. I interpret it as a wonderful reminder that in order to bring forth life and to bring forth our creativity and bring forth that wild creatrix that is within each of you, there are times where we just need to allow things to sit for a while, and we need to honor the process, but we also need to honor the wisdom that is coming forth and provide it an opportunity to flourish. So for you, This really means taking a step, taking an action. It could be a very simple action to honor that wildness, that wild creativity, the creatrix that is within you and that has often been restrained in so many ways in our work lives, in our personal lives. What would this mean for you? It could mean giving voice to a wild idea that you have and sharing it in the workplace. It doesn't need to be fully fleshed out. It doesn't need to be all neat and tidy and, cleaned up and presentable. It can be a simple idea, a creative idea that is coming forth within you. And as you give voice to this idea, you are honoring the creatrix that is within you. You're honoring your connection to your wildness, your creativity. This is so important for us, especially as healers of the earth, to recognize that honoring our inner wildness will really benefit us not only in our personal lives, so that we may gather so much of the energy that is pure life force energy constantly flowing all around us, and bring it forth in a way that serves you and brings you greater clarity, greater purpose, and greater joy and fun in your life. You can bring this forth in both your work life and in your personal life. And as you do this, you will find so much more joy and so much more connection with the authenticity of you, your creatrix, your wild energy that is ready to come forth and be honored. So give voice to it. Identify one thing that you can do today that will honor the wildness, the creativity that flows within you. So if this resonates for you, and I sure hope it does, please leave a message. I would love to hear how this lands within you. And I would love to hear any examples of actions that you have been called to take to honor the wild creatrix that is coming forth within you. She is so beautiful, and she's going to bring you so much joy. So honor her wisdom as you honor the earth. Thank you so much for all that you do in dedication to Mother Earth. If this is something that you are interested in taking more deeply for yourself and really reawakening the personal and ancient relationship that you have with Mother Earth, I invite you to check out my seasonal group coaching program, The Sacred Grove. Enrollment for spring ends on Wednesday, April 7th. For more information about this beautiful program with like-minded women who are all committed to Mother Earth and deepening your personal relationship with Mother Earth, please check out my website at ournaturalwisdom.com/thesacredgrove. Have a beautiful day, dear ones. Bye-bye.